your fault, so I don't know why y'all upset. The second 2016 presidential debate. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on, so that already knows to grab your headphones. Get ready, because the drag is coming soon. When I tell you this was the most fiery debate I have ever watched since I have been into politics, and that's been
a long periodically time.
Let's just start from the beginning. Let's talk about the posture of the two candidates. When I tell y'all, I'm a little bit confused because this is not going to be an ordinary recap of the debate. First, I want to start off with dragging the shit out of the GOP, the Grand Old Party. And the Grand Old Party is a good name for you all because you all are so stuck in the past that you all don't have any idea what is going on in the world right now. That's why you have a candidate that is a misogynist, a racist, a bigot, and quite frankly, confused on what color he wants to be today. Not any other color, but a pale white, a confused clown face. You all are trying to continue this narrative of saying that this man is just shooting by the hip and he's just saying what everybody wants to say. Girl, this is not how none of this works. Your candidate has a problem. And what I find very peculiar and very confusing is that the fact that this man has said demeaning stuff about Muslims, about people with different religious views and backgrounds. He said very derogatory things about people in high places. He said something about a judge having Mexican parents so he could not be a judge. It's tragic, and it took a video of him disrespecting a white woman for the Republican Party to jump ship. The ship is already at the bottom of the damn ocean already, okay? The slave ancestors are right now poking holes in the ship to make sure that it doesn't go back afloat. It's sad that he has said derogatory stuff about people of color for the whole campaign. He has mocked disabled people. He said stupid shit about veterans and people with PTSD. You all just thought that this shit was not gonna get any worse. You know what? I am so glad that this video came out. And I'm really glad that Hillary Clinton didn't take the time and just dig in him with her kitten heels, because his ship is already sunk. If anything, we're just watching a slow recap of it. We're just watching it in slow motion, to be honest. Slow motion from in the bottom of the damn ocean. We already know that at this point right now, Donald Trump is not going to be president, and that's up for us to take and do what we need to do. We need to vote in these local elections. Girl, that's getting out to vote. That's making sure we're registered, making sure our family members, our friends, our family, our associates, our co-workers, everybody is getting out doing what they're supposed to do. Not just for the presidential election, but for the local elections as well. As your senators, your city council members. That's all of that. All that stuff works together. You got to have the people on the ground to make sure the work is being done. Anderson Cooper starts it off real quick. I knew the debate was going to be some shit when they didn't even shake hands. And I'm glad they did, because it's too much fire stuff going on right now. I would have struck a match right in front of us. We would have watched them combust into flames. The first question is coming from a woman who said, a black woman at that, said that the last debate was, rated MA for mature audiences. And she's just saying, she just basically asked, what is going on with this campaign and this negativity and these words and stuff that have been chosen? Like, what is going on? Hillary Clinton asked that question because I remember back when I was in high school, my teacher did make us watch the debate, and we had to write a little, essay or something about it, talk about it in class. And that's what, that's what teachers and stuff do. That's what they do. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to get their students involved in, politics a little bit. So Hillary Clinton automatically off the bat, she did something that her husband does, and that's connecting with the audience. She learned a little bit. She asked that woman, was she a teacher? Okay, she asked the question, she asked, was you a teacher? Then she said, this is what I want to do for you. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. When she did that, I don't know if a lot of people remember, when Bill Clinton debated George Bush back in the 90s, George Bush made that mistake of not connecting with the audience. Let me tell you something. These town hall debates are very tough because you have to connect with the audience, and you cannot seem like you're irritating, you're irate, and you're uncomfortable with them. You can't. You got to be engaging with them. That's what Bill Clinton used to do. Walk up to them, talk to them, all that type of stuff, and get to know them and all that type of stuff. George Bush Sr. made that mistake when he sat down and did not talk to her and didn't even answer her question. Go back and check the footage. Miss Hillary Clinton, Secretary Clinton, she learned. When Donald Trump got the question, his dumb ass, and let me just go in because I'm about to drag now. His dumb ass could not even articulate what he wanted to say. His posture is a damn fool. He walking around here. Let me tell you something. If you gonna hold the mic to look presidential, you hold the mic like this. You don't hold the mic like this, girl. You do not walk around with the mic like that, girl. We need to see your face, we need to see your lips, we need to see your facial expressions. You hold it like this, you command it, and you talk in it. Even Barack Obama did that. Okay, McCain was the only person I've known to talk like this. That's because he got an arm condition from being a POW, and I can understand it. But to look presidential, you need to hold it like this. There was nothing presidential about Donald Trump, nothing. His posture was terrible. The way he talked was terrible, and he always thinks something is coming. He always thinks that somebody's being unfair to him. I'm gonna tell you something. Donald Trump is so soaked in white privilege that he does not even understand what is going on right now. He's figuring, I'm a white man, I should be able to grab him out of pussy, I should be able to say derogatory things about people of color because that's what I do in the business world. This is what I do, so why are people not understanding? He is surrounded by money and privilege. So when he has to go into the real world, and this is the real world because people are suffering, people got different issues and stuff going on in their lives, he cannot compute, he cannot digest and fix what the problem is. That's why I cannot. And at this point, anybody, any person of color that's supporting Donald Trump, you are a fool. And I'm here to tell you, you are a dumbass fool. And you probably a coon as well. I don't understand how any person of color can support somebody so ignorant as this man. How can you sit up here and for my people of color who are watching me, if you have any friends or anybody, I don't care what race, that are supporting Donald Trump, you need to cut off all ties with them right now. This is a situation where our views are completely, don't have shit to do. It's not the views, it's just to somebody who is clearly a racist, a bigot, and misogynist, and all this type of shit. You need to be cutting them off. There is no debate on the issues. We can't even talk about the first 30 minutes of the debate. All we did was some back and forth. Donald Trump, you said the shit on camera. Not only did they have sound, because you can sit up here and say that, you know what, that sound was doctored, that's not me, but they had the video going on with the sound. And then the fact that you pointed out this woman had on purple and stuff, and you walked out and you did that, you are a fool, girl. You are a fool. And this, you kept saying this is locker room talk. Bro, you were 59 years old when this happened. You're not no 16, 17-year-old teenager about to go to the football game or some shit. You're not doing practice or something. You are a 59-year-old businessman, a white man at that, and then you sit here and say ignorant things like this. That makes me question your mind frame and what level of thinking that you have. Then you kept trying to point out the fact that Bill Clinton did some things. Girl, yes he did. He did get his penis sucked a couple of times. He did some stuff and he had some, but Bill Clinton's not running for president, okay? You sound like a 5-year-old sitting here and say, that's not how this works. You're a grown, old ass, inarticulate ass fool. I don't believe that you're rich. I don't believe you have that much money. I think you're in debt all the way to your fucked up ass hairline. I don't think you got them many coins, to be honest. I'm gonna tell you what I think of you. I think that you're so soaked in privilege that you can't even see straight. That's why you keep making these dumbass missteps, and your campaign is imploding and about to explode because it's just too much going on. You're sitting here speaking on foreign policy and your vice president got different views than you, and then when asked the question, you're gonna sit here and say, well, we haven't spoke. Girl, you're a fool, and this is a laugh. I can't even believe that this shit is even real, y'all. It does not even feel real how this man is continuously going to say ignorant things, and people are just letting him say it. It's crazy. And if this does not let you know that white privilege is a real thing, if you flipped it and reversed it, and there would have been President Obama saying some shit like that, it wouldn't even happen, girl, not even in a fifth dimension. It's not possible. No person of color can even say anything like that. No person of color can sit here and say derogatory things about women. If a person of color or anybody different from white says some of the things that he has said about white people, that's just, I'm gonna give you a prime example. People who is just like me that says real things about white people, call them out on their shit, unapologetic, call them crackers and all that type of stuff. Girl, y'all wouldn't even be able to take that. Y'all wouldn't be able to take that. Y'all would be like, he's a racist. And girl, you don't even understand what racist, the definition of racist. People of color, black people cannot be racist. We don't benefit from the system. So what are you talking about? I can be prejudiced and I can be aware, okay, of what your ancestors and what people like you do and what y'all have done. But girl, I can't be racist. I don't benefit from it. I will give Donald Trump some point. I will give Donald Trump some. Now, as far as him attacking Hillary Clinton on what she has done on the 30 years and what has she got accomplished, that's a good question. That is a very good question. It makes a lot of sense because I really cannot think of anything that Hillary Clinton has actually done. I'm thinking of some stuff that she was trying to get done, but she wasn't successful. That's with the healthcare. Y'all remember Hillary Clinton tried to get that, worked on it past in the 90s, but it just didn't work out. Look into that shit. That's a good thing. Like, what have you got done? You worked in politics and stuff for 30 years. What have you got done? I do believe that Hillary Clinton does have the receipts of what she she has gotten done, but it's a 30-year span, so it's just like if she did something 15 years ago, that might not apply in 2016. But that was a good attack, Donald Trump. I'll give you that. This whole thing on the Affordable Health Care Act is very complex because you got some people that believe that, you know, it's a disaster, like he said, and that Obamacare is tragic. At the same time, we need something because we didn't have anything. The healthcare system was a complete fool anyway. We had people who could not get coverage, who were denied because of pre-existing conditions. We had people who were getting cut off and weren't getting access. Women were paying more than men were at some point. These insurance companies are making a killing. They're making a killing, and basically we needed something. Now I'm not going to say the Affordable Health Care Act is 100%. It does need some tightening, needs some cleaning and stuff, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. And Hillary Clinton pointed that out. Now Donald Trump, I want to know what are you going to do to make it work, since you're saying an Affordable Health Care Act is not working? What are you going to offer to make it work, or what are you going to do? Because repealing it is not an option at this point. And I just don't understand why you keep saying that you're going to repeal it. You can't. It's not possible. Donald Trump, whatever sneezes or whatever, girl, you need to be doing a commercial for Allegra, because I don't know if it's your sinuses, but I don't know if it's the coke on your brain, but whatever you got going on inside your damn nose, fix it. I'm tired of hearing your dry ass lips joined together like Ritz crackers on peanut butter, okay, and no milk. I'm tired of you standing around and talking. The whole time when Hillary Clinton was talking, the posture was horrible. You kept pointing at her. That is not respectful at all. You never point. And matter of fact, if you at work on any job, you work in hospitality, you never point, honey. You don't point like this. You don't tell a guest or a customer that it's like you go this way. Girl, you do this. It's called a Ruby point, okay? Even I knew about it before I even went to a little what's name about Miss Ruby, honey. But you point like this. You do not point. It's disrespectful. It doesn't look. It just don't look cute. So you need to point like this. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even point it, period. Then the camera's on your back. You're not even aware. You're just so used to walking around on and making the ground your own, something that you like those do, that you don't even understand that you're in a place where people of different backgrounds and stuff are waiting for you to tell them how you're going to make their life better. It's crazy as hell. This debate gave me everything I needed to make, and I believe the debate actually is a food, to be honest. I really don't think that any of these debates are changing people's mind frame. I honestly believe people have already made their mind up. When I watched CBS earlier, people were saying, he just, he has some problems and stuff, and da-da-da. Donald Trump is a fucked up, flawed ass man. Now, I'm not gonna say everybody's perfect, but he has a problem. And if he says anything else about law and order one more time, I'm gonna slap the damn crack off his goddamn mouth. I'm so tired of hearing people sit up here and say, well, we need to respect law enforcement. Law enforcement is not dying every damn day. Nobody's discriminating on law enforcement. Ain't nobody's shooting on law enforcement or pulling on their waist or anything, or sagging their pants or doing whatever. Nobody's doing that. Law enforcement don't feel in danger like that, okay? Now, they have situations they put themselves in stuff where it's possible they can be killed, but for a man to reach in his pocket to give out ideas being shot, there's a problem. It's a problem, and I disrespect law enforcement. It sounds very white supremacist style to me, and it really scares me every time this man says this shit. So I cannot wait for this election cycle to be over with. I'm ready for it to come to end. So girl, I'm gonna keep y'all informed. I'm gonna do a live stream on the debate and tell me what y'all thought about it later on today, on this good Monday morning. I just can't with Donald Trump. I can barely get by with Hillary Clinton, but I will put, like my friend Michael said on Facebook, I'd rather trust somebody who has 30 years of experience and knowing their foreign policy and just well trained and ready than somebody that's sitting here and just tweets out negative shit. I can't let a troll become president. I felt like this debate was entertaining, but as far as informing us and letting us know the position of the candidates, it was a waste of time. These lewd comments that Donald Trump made on this video, I think it's only the beginning. I believe it's more stuff, and I believe these people already had this from the beginning. I think it's perfect for them to release it around this time. It makes no sense, because even now it's starting to be phased out. Like, it's like, girl, okay, what else is next? It's just, we can't say anything. It's just like he has made this like bam, 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 bam. There's nothing else that he can do right now other than move shit with his mind for us to be like, you know what, something's wrong. So it's just like, that's the power of white privilege. You can just do whatever you want to and then apologize for it and then question people why they apologize for it. That's why he's like, girl, I apologize. So what's the tea? Why y'all still mad? It's crazy. I want to do a live stream later on today to get y'all views and what y'all thought about it more in detail. But girl, I just want to give y'all a quick one too. I just can't. An hour and 30 minutes of my life, but my brain cells are dead. That's all I got. I'll talk y'all later. Bye.